Hello and welcome to day 28 of our 30-day yoga journey, Intention. We are nearly there. So in today's flow, we are going to focus on surrendering. When we can surrender to the postures and the practice, it helps us to allow ourselves and our bodies to relax a little more. Surrendering to the pose allows you to get in a little deeper to that position. So it's about surrendering to the shapes, finding what feels good for you in this gentle flow today. We're going to begin seated on our mats. So coming to a space where you feel most comfortable, you might like to move your bottom out a little bit so you can really sink down and find groundedness into your mat. And just take a gentle cross of the legs, bringing the hands to the knees, finding length up through the spine, and then when you're ready, gently closing down your eyes. And just taking this moment to tune into your body and your breath. So as we do this, as we come to the breath, we're not trying to alter it or change it. We're just simply surrendering to it and starting to become aware of what it is doing. So simply becoming an observer of your breath practice today. Notice where the breath is landing for you within your body. Notice how the body moves with the breath. Notice the speed of the breath. And if there are any pauses within it, just surrender to each inhale, exhale, pause, speed, whatever. Surrender to it and sit with it. Now we're going to start connecting that movement and the breath together. So on an inhale, bring those shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, drop them down the back and away. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward, lift them up and then down the back and away. Beautiful. Continuing this movement here. Allowing that breath to come and go. And just connecting your movement with the breath. So it doesn't have to be the same speed as me, but instead being the same speed as your breath. Next time you drop them down the back and away, just pause and hold here. Breathing, finding a little bit more openness through the chest. Then as you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, turn the palms face down and bring the hands down in front of the body. Inhale, palms face up, reach up. Exhale, palms turn down and just lowering them in front of the body. Again, just surrendering to the speed of your breath, so not the same as mine, but the same as yours. Next time you reach them up and overhead, just pause here. I'm going to bend the elbows and bring the fingertips towards the shoulders. On an inhale, release the elbows down towards the earth. Bring them together in front of the body, reach them up, and then exhale them back down and away. So inhale, elbows come together, lifting up. Exhale, release them down and away. So getting some rotation there into those shoulders. You can take that rotation the other way. So inhaling this time, reaching the elbows up, bringing them to touch, and then exhale, dropping them down in front of the body. Good. And releasing them down, releasing the hands, relaxing through those shoulders again. And we're going to roll over into a tabletop shape. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, finding that tabletop stance. And we're just going to simply take some cat-cow. So dropping the belly, looking up, lifting the hips, exhale round through the spine, create a rainbow with the back. So again, in time with your breath, surrendering to the speed your breath wants to take. And coming to a neutral spine, keeping those hips directly over the knees, we're going to walk the arms forward, bringing the chest down towards the mat. And your forehead can come to rest on the mat as you come into this puppy pose. Just breathing here. Maybe taking a little micro bend in those elbows. Now, as you hold here, you might find that you can sink in and surrender a little more deeply. And if you do, and if you feel like you have the space today, you might lift the forehead off the mat and bring the chin to the mat. Only going to the depth that your body wants to go, though. Then lifting up, allow the elbows to come to the mat, and we're going to slide through to bring the hips to the mat to come into a Sphinx pose. So walking those elbows under the shoulders, palms come out in front of you, ground down into the hands as if you're trying to rip your mat apart, open up through the front body, looking forward, tilting that tailbone under slightly so you take that strain off the lower back. Breathing here in your Sphinx. And if you want to go deeper today, you might ground down into those hands a little more so you can lift the elbows off the mat. Relax through the shoulders. And elbows come down to the mat. And we're going to take the left hand and bring it over towards the right elbow, lifting the right elbow off the mat so you can rest the hand on the mat. We're going to bend into that right knee, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. And we're going to sweep that right hand around to clasp that right foot. And you might turn your hand so your fingers are pointing towards you. And breathe in here. This is quite a strong stretch, so if it's feeling a little much, just come out of it. Then with control, releasing the foot, allowing it to come back down to the mat. Replace that right elbow where the left hand was. Left hand comes back round. Just pause in your Sphinx moment. Then from here we're going to swivel that left hand to where the left elbow is, placing it on the mat, grounding down, bending the left leg, and then reaching that left hand back for the foot. And again, you might swivel your fingers so your left fingers are pointing towards the top of your mat. Breathing here. Then with control, release that foot. Allow it to come back to the mat. Left elbow comes where the right hand was. Coming back through your Sphinx. And then releasing down, walking your elbows out wide, bringing your left hand down, your right hand on top of it, and then resting your head on top of your hands. You might take a gentle wriggle of those hips from side to side,
allowing that lower back to release a little more. And then resting here. All right, beautiful. We're going to come into broken wing pose. So we're going to extend that right arm out in line with your right shoulder. You are welcome to take a bend in that arm and have goalpost arms if you'd like a little more today, but it is really deep when you do this. So perhaps start with the extended arm, and if you want a little more, come to the bent arm. We're going to bend that left knee, point the toes up towards the ceiling. Your left hand is going to come under your left shoulder. Rest your right ear on the mat, and we're going to simply begin to press into that left hand so we can turn our backs towards that right arm. Your left foot can come to rest behind the right leg, grounding down through the left hand here for a little support, or option to lift that left hand up and place it behind the back. Breathing into your broken wing. Now, like I said, if you'd like to take the bent arm, just come out of it, bend that right arm, and then come back into it. For me, that's a little bit much, so I'm just going to keep my arm extended today. So it's also about surrendering to what feels best in your body. Sometimes we might want to push to the full extension of the pose, but perhaps the body is not quite shaped or ready for that pose. So it's about listening to your body and surrendering to where it is at. Like for me, I know broken wing with a bent elbow is too much, and that's okay. I feel it just the same with my arm extended. Release that left hand back down in front of you. And then to come out of it, we're just going to simply lower those hips to the mat. And then bring that right arm down alongside the body, left arm alongside, and just rest your forehead on the mat. Relaxing here. Beautiful. Then take your left arm out in line with your shoulder. Bring that left ear down to the mat, bending into your right knee. Right hand comes under that right shoulder. And then we're going to press into the right hand so we can turn our backs towards that left arm, stepping that right foot just behind the left leg. And again, you can keep that right hand there for support or take it behind the back. Breathing here. Now, as before, if you want to take that bent arm version, you'll just come out of it, bend at the elbow, and then press back into the shape. And as you surrender into the pose, you may close down your eyes. So you can just simply be present with the body and the breath. And then release that right hand in front of you, ground down into the hand, and then gently lowering the hips to the mat. And again, forehead comes to the mat, left arm goes alongside the body, right arm alongside the body, and just simply relax here. And then walking the hands in under the shoulders, we're going to ground down into the hands to come up onto our knees, back into your tabletop shape. I'm going to tuck the toes of the right leg, send the right leg back, walk the left arm forward. On an inhale, lift the arm, lift the leg. And then on an exhale, lower everything down. So just gently activating the core here as we find a little balance. One more time, hold the arm and the leg, breathe in here, finding real length from the toes to the fingertips. And then releasing the hand, releasing the leg. Tuck the toes of the left foot, send the left leg back, right arm reaches forward. And again, on an inhale, lift up, exhale, lowers down. Moving with your breath, at the speed of your breath, not at the speed of me. Then lifting the arm and the leg, pausing, holding, breathing. And lowering the hand, lowering the knee. We're going to sink our hips back to our heels, walk your knees wide, and then bringing those arms forward, coming into your extended child's pose. Breathing here in this shape. Then walking your hands back towards you so you can lift up through seated. We're going to sink the hips to one side so we can extend those legs out in front of us. Good. So legs out in front of us, flexing at the feet. You can take a wee micro bend in those knees. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward any amount. My legs are really tight today. So listening to your body and where your body wants to go. For me, it's not very far today. Breathe in here. And as you hold, you may find you go a little further, but just breathing, sinking in and surrendering to the shape. Inhale lifts you up through center. And we're going to bend that right leg, bringing the sole of the right foot to the mat. Reaching the left arm forward, wrap it around that right leg. Right arm lifts up overhead and lowers back behind you so you can come into a twist. Inhale brings you back through center, and we're going to allow that right knee to drop open, bringing the right foot into the inner left thigh. And then from here again, we're going to take the left hand to the outer right knee, right hand back behind you, coming through a twist again. And then keeping that left hand where it is, we're going to release the right arm up and reach it over towards the left toes, getting a side body stretch as well here. Breathing into it. Then lifting up, releasing that right hand down to the mat, taking that twist one more time before coming back through center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, turning the chest towards the left foot, and exhale, fold over that left leg any amount.
Inhale, lifts up. And we're going to lift that right foot off the mat and just bring it into the groin there of the left side and just rest it over the left leg. Your right knee is just allowed to drop open to wherever it feels good. Find a little length, and then again folding forward over that left leg any amount. This is your half lotus. If it's too much, just bring that right foot back into the inner left thigh. Inhale lifts you up, and we're going to take that left hand to the outer right knee again. The right hand is going to swing behind the back towards those left toes, and if you can the right toes, and if you can grab the right foot, grab it, bringing you into a little deeper twist. And if you're not quite there, you might have your right foot into the inner left thigh. Then again, you'll take your left hand to the outer right knee, and you can just take your right hand around the back anywhere, to wherever it touches, to wherever it feels good. Hold on to your clothes, whatever works for you and your body today. Because it's important to note that every day may be different within your body. Release the right hand, bringing it back through center, and uncrossing that right leg, extend the right leg out long. We're going to bend the left leg, just allowing the foot to come to the mat here, finding length up through the spine, then wrap the right arm around that left leg. Right hand reaches back behind you for your twist. And just breathing into your twist here. Coming back through center, bringing that left foot to the inner right thigh. Again, finding length up through the spine. And we're going to take that right hand to the outer left leg, left hand behind you, coming back through that twist. And keeping that left hand where it is, we're going to right hand where it is, lift the left hand off the mat, and then extend that left arm over towards the right toes. Inhale, lift you up. Place that left hand on the mat. Come back through your twist. And then coming back through center. Turning the chest towards the right toes. As you inhale, lift those arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward along that leg any amount. Inhale, lift you up through center. And again, we're going to lift that left foot up and we're going to place it into the inner right groin there. Coming into your half lotus on this shape. Left knee wherever it feels best there. Lifting up through the spine, and then we're going to take that right hand to the outer left knee, and your left hand will wrap around your leg, and if you can reach your toes, great. If you can't, if you want to hold on to your clothing, that is an option too. Coming to the space that feels best for you. And releasing that left hand, coming back through center, reaching the arms overhead, and we're going to fold forward over that right leg again, any amount. Then inhale, lifting up, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to lower down onto our backs, sinking back, walking your feet in underneath your knees, and they are about hips distance apart, and you should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Ground down into the feet and into the shoulders as you lift the hips up off the mat in your bridge pose. Pause and breathe here. Now, option to stay like this or option to walk those shoulders in under the chest, clasp the fingertips together under the hips and open up a little more through that front body. Releasing the hands and exhale, release the hips to the mat. Bring one knee into the chest and then the other, perhaps taking a gentle rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, take any final movements you feel you need here today before releasing one foot and then the other, allowing the legs to release down to the mat, feet to flop open, arms come down beside you, palms faced up, to let go and relax into your Shavasana. Surrendering to the present moment. Begin to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Take some gentle movements through your fingers and your toes. Allow it to become bigger through the wrists and the ankles. Then walking the feet together, taking a full body stretch, reaching the arms overhead. Become as tall as you can be before bending your knees and rolling to your right side. Just pause on your side for a moment of gratitude for your body, for all that it does for you. And then when you're ready, making your way up to seated. Beautiful. Today's quote comes from Deepak Chopra. To surrender is to open oneself to divine flow. Sometimes in life things come up, things happen that we have no control over, and we do just have to practice surrendering to them. So if you can practice surrendering to your body, to the shapes on your mat, that will translate into your everyday life. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this gentle flow. Namaste. If you did enjoy this class, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell to see when videos drop and hit subscribe to follow along for the rest of the journey. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.